Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. So per all of your guys' request, I decided to show you what I do to take care of my skin. Now my skin has changed throughout the years, and I noticed that when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I had normal to dry skin, and I always used to break out and I was frustrated. And it's really hard to pinpoint what you should do to clear your skin up, and it was very difficult because my mom had porcelain skin all her life. She never had breakouts, and here I am getting all kinds of breakouts. And for some people, the breakouts end once you go through that puberty and everything like that, but for me it seemed to be that breakouts were just a normal part of my life, and I would break out in my 20s and in my 30s. Now I'm approaching my 40s, and I do notice that my skin has changed slightly from normal to dry, and it is now basically normal to oily. So I've got a slightly oily T-zone, and the cheeks are somewhat on the normal side, which can be a good thing. I'm not complaining that my skin is a little bit more on the oilier side, but it's just the way that it is. Hormones play a huge part in the way that your skin looks and feels. I'm not really sure that genetics would play such a big role on the way that your skin is, because look, my mom had flawless skin and my dad had pretty good skin too. His skin was on the oilier side, so I think that's why my skin is getting a little bit more oily now as I get older. But he had a nice skin too. He never had any breakouts. Like, I've never seen a zit on my dad's face ever, or my mom's. And here I was, the time of the month was like explosions everywhere. My hormones did regulate a little bit after I had children, and that was a good thing because it did kind of level my hormones a little bit. And I do still break out every now and then, but it's not as bad. I mean, obviously you guys can see there's nothing on my face. There's no makeup, there is nothing. I'm not using any filters. I'm not even editing this video because I'm using my phone and I just want to like shoot and upload. And so I don't think genetics plays such a huge role. I think for me, and I think what's very important to realize, that the way that your skin looks is also from outside factors like pollution, and if you drink and smoke, that will have a huge impact on your skin. And I don't drink and I don't smoke, so I think that has really helped my skin look the way it does. You have to remember that when you're smoking, for example, that smoke does not only affect your lungs and inside your body, it affects your skin as well, and it affects all the capillaries in your skin. So that is a huge thing to remember, that smoking does really corrode your skin over time. It's a cumulative damage, just like the sun. If you suntan as a teenager, which I did, I was obsessed with tanning and stuff like that. Sun damage is accumulative, so it's not going to show up in your 20s, but it'll show up later on in life. It'll be like this clock that once it hits that hour, boom, everything will start to change. So like I said, external factors, smoking, drinking, all of that stuff will affect your skin. I was a vegetarian for 12 years, and I don't know if that really helped my skin or not. I'm not a vegetarian anymore, and my skin is still fine. I'm not breaking out. In fact, I feel like I broke out more while I was a vegetarian. Maybe I was lacking something in my diet. However, I don't know. But yeah, there's not really any magical thing that I do for my skin. I've never had Botox. I've never done any of that. And this is, you guys see, look at my skin. There is not, right now there's no breakouts, which I'm really happy about. But being an esthetician and working in the beauty industry, I have worked with some of the top high-end skincare lines like Aveda, Rosa Graf, Rene Guinot, and if you work in a salon, you will know these brands. And just over the span of the years, I realized that I don't need expensive products to make my skin look great. or use expensive cleansers or masks or creams. You just have to look at the ingredients and make sure they're as natural as possible. I mean, there's never going to be something natural. I mean, something natural would be taking the leaf of an aloe vera plant and using it as a moisturizer, and that works really great. But they do have to put some chemicals in all of these products to keep them from going bad. So one of the cleansers that I'm into right now is this one, the Beauty 360. And this is not a high-end brand, you guys. This is a CVS brand. It was like $7 around there. But I really do like it. It lathers up on my face. I love products that lather up on my face because I feel like I'm getting my skin cleaned. And this one has charcoal in it, and I love it. And it's got this minty, tingly feeling to it. But when I wash my face with this, oh my God, my skin is so squeaky clean. I love it. So this is what I'm currently using. I don't have a preference. Like once I'm done with this, I'll probably just use something else just to try it. But like I said, I'm a big fan of cleansers that lather up. I don't like the ones that are like that milky stuff and you feel like, well, what the hell? Like, I haven't washed my face. It still feels dirty. And to remove makeup, I use the Napoleon Perdis eye and face makeup remover, and this is the oil and water one. I'm not sure where you can get this because it was a gift, and I would imagine Ulta or maybe Sephora. I'm not really sure. I would imagine Ulta, so or you can look it up online and see where you can find this. But this was really, really good, and I use that to remove my makeup. And the next product I want to show you guys that I have to have. It's so essential for me. It's probably, if I had to choose between a cleanser and a makeup remover, I would definitely pick this. And over the years, I have tried numerous skin and body scrubs, and I always come back to this one. This is the St Ives fresh apricot scrub, and what they do is they use the pit inside and they crush it, and then they put that into the emulsifier. So when you scrub your skin, you literally feel the little pit granules as you scrub your face. I love this so much. I use it all the time. And on the back here it has a little scale, and if you guys can see, it says it's pointed to the deep scrub. So this will give you a deep exfoliating factor. I love this product. You guys, if you have ever tried this, please let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts. I've tried other scrubs for my face and none of them work the way that this does. This does have what is it? It does have, it's a sulfate free and a paraben free, which I love that. It is for oily and acne prone skin. I believe it has salicylic acid, so that's good for all of you who have occasional breakouts like I do. Here's one really good tip, you guys. I never use my scrub while I'm in the shower or while my face is wet. What I do typically is I cleanse my skin, and then I will use my scrub after I pat dry my skin and it is dry. So I'm gonna demo this for you guys, how I use this. What happens is when you use your scrub, let's say in the shower, more than half of that scrub will end up down the drain because it will just wash off, and you will not get those scrub effects that you are looking for. So I just put like a quarter size amount on my fingers, and then I just rub it on my face, and I literally scrub it in. Like, I am not gentle, you guys. Don't be afraid. The skin on your face may be sensitive, however, it is very resistant, because you have to remember your skin is exposed to the pollutants and everyday sun and toxins that we face while we're walking about our day. So it is a little bit stronger than most of you think. And you're only really scrubbing and sloughing off the upper layer of the epidermis. So you're not doing like that. It's not a chemical peel. This is not an alpha hydroxy peel. It's not a chemical peel. It is just a scrub. and I just love to scrub it in my skin really, really good. You can also go down the neck, and I always use upward movements like this. Never push product down, always go up. And like I said, I have used, you know, being an esthetician, I've used a lot of skincare lines and a lot of skincare products. That was one of the advantages of working in the beauty industry, that you get to try a lot of this stuff out, and we get to go to seminars and try different products and what's new on the market. But I always come back to these ones, and nowadays the drugstore products have really stepped up their game, you guys. They have made products so amazingly, and from makeup to skincare lines, they're really up there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is wash all this off, and I'll come back and show you my next step. I'm going ahead and wash my face, and I can already tell just when I run my fingers, my skin is so clean and smooth. It is like squeaky clean. I'm not even joking. One other tip I want to give you guys is to never use the same towel on your face that you use on your body when you're showering, for example, or even when you're washing your face at night, because the oils and debris and dirt, even if it's not visible to the eye, it's visible, it's transferable to the towel. So I always use a separate towel for my face than I do for my body. I think that's sanitary, and plus you will not break out this way. If you use the same towel from your body on your face, then you will have a lot more breakouts. So you don't want that. So always use a different towel. And I noticed that in Japan as well, that the Japanese use different towels for their body and different towels for their face. And I think that is such a genius idea. So at this point, what you can do is just go ahead and moisturize your skin if that is all you want to do. But if you want to give yourself a little bit more of a treatment, then you could go ahead and use a face mask. And currently the face mask that I am loving is the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask. And you can find this at Family Dollar. I don't know where else you can get it, but it's super inexpensive, you guys. It's like $3-4, nothing expensive. It has mint in it, and I love it. The way it makes my skin feel, it's all tingly, and it smells beautiful too. I love it. And it is a clay mask. So this is the one that I love to use. And then I have another one which was also a gift, and it's the Peter Thomas North. This is a sulfur mask, and sulfur is really great for all of you who have breakouts. Okay, so sulfur mask. I'm not sure where you guys can find this. I would check with Ulta and Sephora again, or just look online. This has 10% sulfur in it, which is really, really good to purify and really deep clean your face. So what I'm going to do is, because I can't decide which mask to put on my face right now to show you guys, I'm going to do half of my face with one mask and then the other half with the other mask. And I like using a synthetic brush only because it's a lot less messy and it's much easier to apply. So I hope you guys like these videos. I just feel like, you know, sometimes I don't always want to do a nail tutorial. And if you were a follower of mine from my previous channel, you guys know I've done all of it. I've done the gels, the acrylics. I have done all those tutorials, and I feel like, what else is there to create in nail land that hasn't been posted already? So I just like doing these candid videos where you guys can just see me without editing, without fancy camera work and stuff like that. Just so you guys can see that I'm a real person and I enjoy doing this and I love what I do. So I'm just putting the Mint Julep one on my other half of the face. And you want to leave this on for about 10-15 minutes and then wash it off. Now you can do your neck as well. You can go down your chest if you want. And this is a good step to do before you get into the shower. So I'm going to go ahead and wait about 10 minutes or so, and I'll come back and show you guys my next step. So it's been about 10 or 12 minutes around there. So as you can see, it's still looking the same. The mint julep will keep on drying a little bit more, so it will just like have this kind of chalky appearance to it. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is wash my face, and I'll come back and talk to you guys about the moisturizer that I use for my skin. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and washed my face again, and it feels smooth and clean and very well. It feels dry right now because it does need that moisture to be put back into it. So there are two things that I absolutely love to use for my skin. I have looked at many different skin moisturizers, and I always come back to this particular one, and that is the De La Cruz Vitamin E cream. And the reason I love this cream is because it doesn't have mineral oil. I hate creams that have mineral oil in them. They're horrible for your skin. In fact, they will make you break out a lot more. And I love this one because it doesn't have that. And it also has I believe it has avocado oil in it as well. So it is really, really wonderful. But I mean, the third ingredient on here is the vitamin E oil, which I love because usually in skincare lines, the vitamin E will tend to be at the last ingredient, at the bottom of the ingredients list, and which means that they're using a very small amount of vitamin E in the product. So you're really just getting more fillers and glycerin and whatever else product that they use in it. But this one has vitamin E in like the top part of the ingredients, which is really nice. And I'm trying to see what else it has that's really good. Yeah, it has vitamin E oil, and I'm not really sure what I thought. Oh, it has sweet almond oil, and I love that. Sweet almond oil is really, really good for your skin. It is a bit on the thick consistency, so I don't need a lot. Like, this is all I'll use. That's it for my entire face, and it goes on a little heavy, but it soaks in to your skin really, really, really nicely. So if you're going to go ahead and put your foundation on, this is great because it does leave your skin feeling dewy and moist. I love that. And another product that I love to use, and it is probably one of the healthiest and purest and cleanest products, and that is my vitamin E oil. And this is by Nature's Gate. You can find this at Whole Foods, I believe. It's not cheap, you guys, but here's the kicker. If you have a breakout, or if you have, like, you know, a few pimples here and there, get a bottle of this. Take a very small amount on your finger like that, and apply it to where your breakout is. You can also apply this on your entire face. Use very sparingly though, because it is an oil, and I like to use a little bit of this before I go to bed at night, because I feel like while I'm sleeping it's rejuvenating and repairing cells. And the fact that this has 40 international units in it, it means that it's very potent. This kind of vitamin E oil is amazing for so many things, you guys. If you have cuts or scrapes, injuries, if you break a nail severely, like way down onto the nail bed and you're bleeding, that is the oil to use to heal your nails and your skin, hair, whatever you have, faster. It is a miracle. I love vitamin E oil, you guys. And this is why I tend to go for the creams that have vitamin E in them, because they're so much better for your skin. So yeah, that is pretty much, you guys, all the things that I use for my skin, the masks, the oils, the cleanser. It's not a really big secret. I just take care of my skin a little bit more than I used to when I was in my teens. And I do give my skin a break. For instance, I don't wear foundation like I told you guys in my previous video. Very rarely do I wear foundation. It's very interesting because growing up in communist Romania, women wear makeup there too, you know, back in the 90s and 80s and stuff like that. But never once did I ever see my mom wearing foundation. So I think I kind of grew up with that idea that I don't need foundation to look beautiful. And it just, I feel like when I do wear it, I feel like there's this mask of something sitting on my face, and I just can't wait to come home and take it off. I don't mind it. It's just I don't make it a part of my daily routine, just because I don't like that feeling of something on my face. And so I tend to focus more on my eyes. You know, I do love the cat eyes and stuff like that. But if I do go somewhere for like an event or whatever, what have you, then I do like to wear a little bit more makeup. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think that, you know, I grew up in that generation where, you know, I didn't see my grandma and my grandmother's wearing makeup. The only person that I saw wear makeup was my mom, and she was the only influence as far as that goes for makeup. And so I think, you know, in today's society, there's this stigma that we have to look perfect and beautiful at all times, and by having makeup on our face makes us beautiful. And it's not the case. I mean, look at Alicia Keys. She decided to stop wearing makeup altogether, and kudos for her. It's great. I really think that's a good thing, because it shows her real face, the person that she is from the inside. And I love that, and that's what I like to do too. And I just like to focus on my eyes more. My mascara is the primary thing that I love to wear, and some lipstick and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to spend, you know, thousands of dollars on skincare to look and feel great, you guys. Go with what you have. Don't invest a lot of money in skincare, because it's all really the same. Ingredient wise, most skincare lines, doesn't matter if they're top, high-end quality, will have very similar ingredients. And a lot of times, you know, just like we're paying for name brands in nail polishes, for example, like if you're spending more money on an OPI nail polish as opposed to a drugstore brand like Sinful Colors or LA Colors that are like $2-3 or $1, the ingredients are the same. You're paying for the name brand, and it's the same way with skincare as well. The beauty industry knows this, but they don't care. You know, it's like you're spending money for that name brand. Well, I decided I didn't want to do that, so I'm going to go with the very cheap, inexpensive products that still achieve the same thing in the end. My skin still looks great, and I'm almost 40, and I love it, and I have no problems with it. So anyways, you guys, I won't keep you anymore because this is a very long video, my goodness. But just wanted to share with you guys, and I hope you enjoy these kind of videos. If you like these videos, I will be making more because I can do them more often on my phone. It's easier for me to do it this way instead of using my other camera to shoot the video and then edit it on my laptop and then go somewhere to upload it. So this is just a little more candid, quicker, faster, and you get to see the real me. That's right. So thank you, you guys, and I shall see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.